Liquid supply hits record high. Bitcoin mining difficulty continues to increase. Ethereum catching up. Finally exceeded 1,800. USDC. Crypto regulation drags on. The UK takes the lead in setting standards. Sample for America. It means crypto supervision in the future. You'll have to play with my rules. Gary Gensler came to power and was assimilated. Video from 3 years ago was released. Slap on his face. The market value of X platform plummeted by 55% in 1 year. Will Musk admit his losses or be out of business? Binance's own son BNB will see a sharp rise in deflation. Severe degree of centralization. It may not be a good idea to stock up on heavy positions. Rethinking the world with cryptocurrencies. Master the 24-hour wealth password. Let's slowly become rich together.
Tuesday, October 31st. Where is the currency chain? Hey Mike, let us look at the data first. Current price of Bitcoin. It can be said that it has successfully stood at $34,000. The fluctuations of Ethereum are more violent. Ethereum last night, after the highest, reached $1,829. Now we see, fortunately, it has stabilized the 1,800 mark. Simultaneous data display. Investment scale of digital assets in October increased by 6.74%, reached $31.07 billion. This is since July, first increase of the month. But there's something big happening this week. May affect the currency price. Everyone must pay attention. The first is the Federal Reserve. The latest interest rate policy will be announced. But now the market generally expects, most likely it will remain no interest rate increase. Maintain the interest level at 5.25. Another thing is, for you, as Department of Labor will announce non-farm payroll employment in October and unemployment data. These will directly affect the currency price. Bitcoin mining difficulty. There is a positive adjustment again. Now it is 62.46 tons. It has risen for the fourth consecutive time. This time the increase is slightly more than 2%. In addition, the hash rate of the entire Bitcoin network. There has been significant growth. 7-day moving average. The current Bitcoin network hash rate, hovering around 45 billion. Simply put, the higher the difficulty of mining, does mean Bitcoin miners need to invest more computing resources and power to get new Bitcoins. But this surge in computing power, in fact, it also represents consensus on Bitcoin's future is strengthening. If the organization ignores it, let us invest in computing power. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Let's take a look with second one that can now be turned on. Calculated based on the electricity bill of Airbnb 0.29. Deduct all costs, the coins you get every day, equivalent to 20% of the market price. Buying Bitcoin. This is the greatest significance of fixed investment. So if you don't have a mining rig yet, you might as well add a customer service Wicket account. One will also surprise you. Let's see again. Bitcoin's current illiquid supply. That is, the locked Bitcoins. How much? 15.3 million pieces. This is Bitcoin's highest level ever. It accounts for the total 78% of 2.1 million Bitcoins. So what? More and more currency holders willing to hoard Bitcoin for the long term. At the same time, let's take a look. How many Bitcoins can have liquid trading volume? 1.3 million pieces. When was this level? Liquidity levels 11 years ago in 2012. In addition, highly liquid supply we have seen over the past 3 years. It was also significantly reduced from 3.7 million in March 2020, reduced to the current 2.9 million. This data implies Bitcoin's active supply is shrinking and the demand is constantly increasing, coupled with the halving market in April next year, may trigger significant price increases. Okay, we will sort it out for you every day. Within 24 hours, cryptocurrency news you must follow. We hope this kind of news sorting and data integration can make you understand the investment track, have some perceptual to rational cognition to support your investment decisions. So please give us a like. This is for our program. Greatest reviews and support. Let's see the news. At this time when the bear is at its end and the ox is at its beginning, we're going to take another look. Regulations in various countries, especially the United States. Cryptocurrency regulatory policy in the United States. It can be said that it is difficult to describe in words. He said he tolerates crypto assets. He kept suppressing various cryptocurrency businesses Basically, he sued me over and over again. You say he is intolerant. He allows you to trade again, and allows you to mine. Also vigorously develop NFT. So even as extensors criticize the United States supervision of Web3, there are some standards missing. In fact, it is the second skive. Both sides are pinching. Everyone is trying to build on legal regulatory status. Establish your own legal framework. Make some money by the way. In fact, if the United States, if regulation of the encryption bill can be introduced, it is very likely that this standard will become the whole EU, even the Western world, a standard system for encryption supervision. But this lead seems to have been broken by the British. Recently the ARC released their cryptocurrencies and stable counters regulatory final rule. It can be said that it is officially confirmed cryptocurrency regulations.
The British government recently announced final rules for cryptocurrencies and stablecoins. Government plans phased introducing cryptocurrency regulation. Start with fiat-backed stablecoins. Then add algorithms including algorithmic stablecoins. Other cryptocurrency-related areas. The document states, plan to be launched in early 2024. Legislation regarding fiat-backed stablecoins. These rules will stablecoins backed by fiat currencies. Certain activities related to comes under the jurisdiction of the Financial Conduct Authority.
In fact, for supervision, I need to understand a little bit more. So-called supervision. It supervises centralized enterprises. For example, the exchange Ripple, such an entity. Corporate behavior with legal persons. This must be regulated. It is useful for on-chain interactions. Smart contract operation and release doesn't work at all. Just like the United States wants to regulate tornado. Kill the tornado. There will be 1,000 tornadoes coming up. I can use zero etc. Such a coin mixer. It can also be done. So supervision. It does not solve the problems on the chain. It also has no tools to regulate. Supervision can only be imposed on centralized enterprises. Implement supervision. But one advantage of supervision is that it can give Web3 people access to Web3. Set a standard so that he can, relatively speaking, with a sense of peace of mind, to invest in Web3. Help more people understand what is Web3. In the future we call Web3 world. There must be supervision. But supervision is done by everyone's vote. Instead of putting my root directory, put my total code, give up my life, leave it to a centralized organization to carry out so-called supervision. That's not Web3. No, it is not just the UG, including Europe, Hong Kong, Singapore. Encryption policies in Dubai, India and other countries. The implementation is still very positive and efficient, even like China. Beat to death with a stick. It is also not sloppy at all. That's also policy. In fact, like the United States, turnover today, turnover tomorrow. Difficult regulatory and policy practices. It is really very detrimental to the industry. Estimating the status of the largest crypto country, the United States will not protect it either. Let's take a look again. Everyone is looking forward to it. Bitcoin spot ETFs. This matter has to start from 2017, because there are American companies. I've been applying for Bitcoin spot ETFs since 2017. SEC bears the brunt. Keep saying no. Keep refusing. When will you refuse? June of this year. Everyone knows that after BlackRock won the lawsuit. This has just happened. A slight turn of events. By everyone. Very much looking forward to the approval of spot ETH. Let's take a look. Bitcoin 1+. There are now 7 or 8 companies in the United States. Traditional financial institutions. Everyone is applying for spot ETFs. We add up their total assets. A total of $15 trillion. So if every company, if you invest 10% in the currency circle, that's $1.05 trillion. This is a very scary amount of money. Basically, the current market value can be double. So far, everyone has seen. The SEC merely approved Bitcoin and Ethereum futures ETFs. In the eyes of many people, can Bitcoin spot ETH pass? In fact, it is just a matter of one sentence from the SEC. However, SEC Chairman Gage, but it has always been very vulnerable to market manipulation. Just don't say yes. All kinds of drag. I would rather drag me than pass. However, Gage's life must not have been easy recently. A paragraph he published before, contradictory to current position, totally opposite video conversation, revealed by netizens. Gage's recent face, He was stacked on the ground by everyone. What again and again?
Exchange traded fund, you kind of have to go knock on the door of the SEC and get permissioned. But underlying that, Bitcoin futures and I think Ethereum futures and so forth will exist, and Bitcoin ETFs have not, and that feels a little inconsistent to me. As an observer, and I'm now in academia, but it feels a little inconsistent. Even though the laws aren't exactly the same, they're quite similar.
Gary Gensler in 2019. MIT. Sloan School of Management professor. Caused widespread discussion in the currency circle. Most investors think. And his current views on Bitcoin spot ETFs. In sharp contrast, they all posted messages on the X platform to express their hatred. Market analyst said Wall uses big acid. Gensler slapped himself in the face. Traders' stock run indicates. Everyone missed the calm and normal Gary Gensler. So, since taking office in 2021, SEC Chairman Gary Gensler repeatedly reiterated that most cryptocurrencies are securities, should be regulated by securities laws, and on the grounds of being susceptible to market manipulation, etc. Bitcoin spot ETF application rejected multiple times. So far that the United States, no Bitcoin spot ETF launched yet.
Let's take a look again. Everyone is looking forward to it. Bitcoin spot ETFs. This matter has to start from 2017, because there are American companies. I've been applying for Bitcoin spot ETFs since 2017. SEC bears the brunt. Keep saying no. Keep refusing. When will you refuse? June of this year. Everyone knows that after BlackRock won the lawsuit. This has just happened. A slight turn of events. By everyone. Very much looking forward to the approval of spot ETH. Let's take a look. Let's add 1+. There are now 7 or 8 companies in the United States. Traditional financial institutions. Everyone is applying for spot ETFs. We add up their total assets. A total of $15 trillion. So if every company. If you invest 10% in the currency circle. That's $1.05 trillion. This is a very scary amount of money. Basically, the current market value can be double. So far, everyone has seen. The SEC merely approved Bitcoin and Ethereum futures ETFs. In the eyes of many people, can Bitcoin spot ETH pass? In fact, it is just a matter of one sentence from the SEC. However, SEC Chairman Gage, but has always been very vulnerable to market manipulation. Just don't say yes. All kinds of drag. I would rather drag me than pass. However, Gage's life must not have been easy recently. A paragraph he published before, contradictory to current position, totally opposite video conversation, revealed by netizens. Gage's recent face. He was stacked on the ground by everyone. What again and again?
Still have to say the richest man in the world. Still firmly committed to value investing. We must learn from Boss Moss foresight. Native dogs are prevalent. The amount of locked funds declined. Binance Smart Chain is a bit difficult to get.
Let's have some more leisure time. Let's fug. The heart of Musk, the world's richest man. It has 8 companies under its umbrella. 8 companies mentioned in the media. Tesla is the worst company. Any of the other 8 companies can be subverted. People's understanding of technology. Take a look. This is to subvert the world. For example, the first one is Starlink. The target is by 2024. Has more than 12,000 satellites, and it has 1,540 synchronized on-orbit operation. The second one is SpaceX, committed to building a spaceship for future exploration of the moon. You said when you were with Mars. Elon Musk last year. It has a crazy spending of $44 billion, successfully acquired Twitter. This is also business history. A very controversial transaction. What is the current market value of X? Musk is on X. Loss or profit? How much did you make and how much did you lose? Let us see together.
According to a report about employees of Company X, internal documentation on equity compensation plans, X will sell for $45 per share. Issue stocks to employees. Means the current value of the company. Approximately $19 billion. Compared to Musk a year ago, $44 billion purchase price has shrunk by 55%. The document states, fair market value of stock is determined by the board of directors based on a number of factors. Comply with applicable tax rules. Musk currently owns 9 companies. Net worth is approximately $192.3 billion. It can be said that having money means being willful. This sentence really speaks to Boss Ma. The most appropriate description.
Of course there's X laws. It should be said that it is only financial. It's some losses on the open account. But everyone should think about it. Why does Musk want to acquire X? 8 companies that X can give to Musk. Which companies are going to disrupt the world? What to bring? First, let us talk about it from a small perspective. Is it possible to omit these companies? Advertising investment on social media. This is a big expense. Another one. There is an account that people may often overlook. Is its future expectation. If X one day, capable of realizing digital assets, if he gets through unpaid, this will be a very big change. Another one. Don't underestimate its brand value and its influence on social circles. If these intangible assets are included, Musk is not losing at all. Although the platform currency of the exchange, we have always had reservations. But as the first exchange in the universe, BB, in the last bull market, it has an increase of more than 80 times, still quite famous, become famous in one battle. The reason why such a large increase can be achieved, that's because BB, it has its own destruction mode. You can also get a variety of benefits. For example, handling fee discounts, EO rewards, etc. Besides, the power of Binance Smart Chain. It also brings the value of BB to a higher level. But with the entire bear market, BB is also heavily discounted, from more than $690, dropped to the lowest price of $227, dropped 67%, and even during a bear market, Binance still concerned about BB burn, doing things with the ecosystem of Binance Smart Chain. So how is the development of BB recently? Let us look at a set of data.
Due to BNB's token burning mechanism. Third quarter of 2023. BNB's circulating supply. Down 1.3%. The third quarter. BNB burned 13,400 BNB. Approximately $3.1 million. A decrease of 23% from the previous quarter. This means that in the third quarter, annualized inflation fell by 5.8%. Same as previous quarters. BNB remains deflationary. In addition, active validators on Binance Smart Chain. Quantity is 31. And the same period last year. There are only 21 validators on Binance Smart Chain. Throughout the third quarter, total DeFi value locked in BNB. Still stagnant. However, BNB price drops 23%, resulting in TVL in USD. Also fell 23%. BNB price, daily trading volume and BNB, decrease in daily transaction fees, resulting in an agreement in US dollars. All fees collected year on year, down 41%. At present, Binance Smart Chain launched out BNB in Q3 and in developing the BNB Greenfield Storage Network. Progress made. Planned to launch in Q4.
The advantage of BB is that it is the functional token of the first exchange in the universe. Its shortcoming is that it is too closely tied to Binance. As long as there is a problem with the Binance ecosystem, there will definitely be price fluctuations, so such a high-risk currency is particularly unsuitable. Creating a cold wallet to store it for a long time. I don't recommend that you stock up on it in large quantities. There is no problem in making a band.
At today's cabinet meeting, the Japanese government decision to freeze 9 Hamas personnel and the assets of a virtual currency trading company. Sanctions will take effect today. Japan will continue to counter-terrorism financing perspective. Review sanctions targets. Telegram founder Durov posted. Premium subscriber. There are currently 3.5 million people. Subscribers can now also chat. Choose the color of their name and quote. PayPal launches USD stablecoin PayPal USD. A total of nearly 150 million coins have been issued so far, an increase of nearly 40% in 2 days. Currently, the total number of addresses held on the chain is 1594. The number of transactions on the chain is 9,308. London Stock Exchange. Listed mining company Quantum Blockchain. Already completed $2 million through new share placement, approximately $2.4 million in financing. Proceeds from the placement will be used by Quantum. Forwards RUD program, including increased recruitment, purchase new hardware and increase software development, and possibly in North America. Build cloud service infrastructure. DYDX officially issued a statement on the X platform. The DYDX Foundation is on Bridge DYDX Trade. Public Bridge user interface launched. Users can transfer FDYDX tokens. Bridge from Ethereum to DYDX chain. Users can participate in staking. Come and participate in the governance of DYDX chain, and maintain the security of the ecological network.
Why are there so many people willing to play with the contract? A few days ago I was with a big shot. While discussing, he said something that deeply touched my heart. He said that actually everyone can accept it the most. It is not about how much money you've lost. It is because others are making money but I am not making any money. This is of all human nature. The most unacceptable phenomenon. So when the situation is discovered, didn't make any money, or people who are short positions or short positions, you would be more willing to do something. High yield, high risk things, to gain a high return in the short term, to fill up your own psychological barriers, so everyone see. Trading actually happens sometimes. The test is for traders. That is, your psychological state. If you don't have a stable mentality, no long term, and if the investment strategy can be adjusted, you will be here. Be fooled as soon as you go out. The pitfalls are different. That is all for today. If you think our channel is valuable, welcome to give us thumb up, or comment on our channel. Now is the promotion period for our channel's 4th anniversary. All investment projects, all during the live broadcast on the 29th. If you haven't watched that live broadcast, you are welcome to play it back. We hope to be with you in the bull market. Don't be too proud. Become rich with you. See you tomorrow.